Backlash is tonight, but before we get there, let's talk about Raw and Smackdown.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
This is Bretto Live coming at you with another WWE action figure week in review setup. We're going to be talking about Raw. We're going to be talking about Smackdown in this video in a WWE action figure setup style. Obviously, Backlash is tonight. Cena goes one-on-one with Randy Orton to freaking night. Cannot wait. I'm going to be covering all of Backlash tomorrow morning in an action figure setup style, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get into the freaking week in review, episode 304. What do you guys say about that? Let's go. Omaha, Nebraska hosted this episode of Monday Night Raw, and we actually opened up the show with a hot freaking crowd, brother. Hot crowd, man. They were screaming their heads off all night, including yeeting with Jey Uso in the beginning of the show. Jey Uso would open this show, and I was expecting him to get interrupted by Logan Paul. He got interrupted by a Paul, but it wasn't Logan Paul. It was Paul Heyman. I was like, what? They're gonna get Paul Heyman in with Jey again here? So Paul Heyman was geeking out. He was saying he's not in the wrong at all for turning on his tribal chief, for turning on his best friend CM Punk at WrestleMania. So Paul Heyman's absolutely delusional. He was geeking out. He was just like, chill out, bro. But eventually Paul Heyman will get to the point and say, Seth Rollins wants to challenge you for the World Heavyweight Championship anytime, any place, anywhere. Jey Uso says, you know what? Let's do it tonight. Yay. So main event, Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's insane. And it was confirmed. Adam Pearce made this official. Crazy opening promo. JD McDonough went one-on-one with Penta in this match. Absolutely smacked. We had Carlito and Finn Balor on ringside. So in a way, it was 3-on-1. That being, of course, Penta being the one. Match was great between these two up until Carlito and Finn Balor started getting involved way too much, so they got kicked off of ringside by the referee. But hey, there was one more guy that wanted to get involved. El Grande Americano. Well, it was actually Chad Gable, who wasn't dressed as El Grande Americano, but tried to distract Penta multiple times. Didn't work out. Penta's gonna hit the Mexican Destroyer on JD McDonough and pick up the victory. Hopefully he walks into Backlash and takes the title off of Dominic Mysterio. Supposedly that could possibly happen. I highly doubt it. I feel like El Grande Americano is gonna screw him over. But it ought to be a great match at Backlash between Dom and Penta. Yeah, so Grayson Waller was supposed to have a one-on-one match here on this episode of Raw, but he gave the match away to Austin Theory. He's like, Pierce, no, Theory's gonna face him. Theory's gonna face him. Him? Who is that him, right? Because Waller didn't want to face this him, and that him was the returning Sheamus. Yes, Shamo is back on Monday Night Raw once again. Haven't seen him since the Royal Rumble, and here we go. Freaking Grayson Waller throwing Austin Theory under the bus again. WWE, turn Austin Theory face already. Waller's holding Theory back heavily, and he does it again, man. Austin Theory gets screwed over. Sheamus absolutely destroyed Theory, hit a big bro kick on him, multiple beats to the bower end of Austin Theory. Sheamus with a big victory. But you gotta see the bigger picture here, man. Austin Theory needs to turn face, and it needs to happen soon. Paul Heyman is just as delusional as Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is another person over here who doesn't think she's done anything wrong. Attacking Bayley before WrestleMania, attacking Lyra after the tag match after they lost the belts. Becky Lynch thinks she's done nothing wrong. Are you insane? So Lyra Valkyria is gonna interrupt Becky Lynch here, obviously, as she should. I like hearing Lyra talk, bro. Lyra's promos are realistic. They're good. I think she's great on the mic, and man, it's just a different Lyra. It feels better. So this is going to end in a brawl after Becky Lynch tries to throw a cheap shot on Lyra Valkyria. It doesn't work out. They brawl it out, and then Lyra Valkyria actually gets the better of Becky Lynch in this brawl. Get the Nightwing on her. But does that mean Lyra's going to lose the belt at Backlash? It's definitely possible. Watch out for Becky, bro. The World Women's Champion Io Sky went one-on-one with Roxanne Perez, of course, the NXT upstart. This match was freaking great, man. I was expecting some sort of interference from like a Rhea Ripley, but I guess Rhea Ripley was on Australia. I was expecting Julia to get involved during the match, but nobody got involved during the match. So Io Sky's gonna pick up the victory, kind of just rolling up Roxanne Perez with multiple different pinfalls before it happened. And then after the match, I knew this was fake, bro. Roxanne Perez put her hand forward for a little show of respect. I knew this was a put on. She pretended to show respect for Io Sky, but then here comes Julia attacking Io Sky from behind, and then Roxanne runs back to the ring for a more beatdown. I'm like, bro, I knew Roxanne was just pulling her leg, dude. I knew it. So they just beat down Io Sky. But no Rhea Ripley to help out Io, unfortunately, because she was in Australia. Rusev's first match back on Monday Night Raw in 5 years. He went one-on-one with Otis. This match was alright, bro. Two absolute monsters going at it. Rusev would get the better of Otis in this match by tapping him out with the Accolade. Otis tried to hold his own during the Accolade, but bro, that's such an excruciating submission hold. Like, I've literally locked it in on my brother before. It's absolutely excruciating. So I understand why Otis had to tap out. After the match, Akira Tozawa Tozawa actually got in the face of Rusev. Rusev was definitely thinking about attacking Otis after the match. Didn't, walked out of the ring, waited till Akira Tozawa turned his back, and then ran back in the ring and absolutely just destroyed the Alpha Babes. He locked in the Accolade again on Otis. So yeah, Rusev's a full-blown heel here, but I don't know, man. I still feel like they're gonna botch Rusev's return. Something ain't right about it. I just don't think it's gonna work. Bro, I love this promo between Gunther and Pat McAfee. Obviously, they're fighting tonight at Backlash. Curious to see how that match is gonna go. I do have Gunther winning it, because, dude, bro, you can't job to Pat. I don't think that could happen. But this promo was good. Pat McAfee said, yo, I'm gonna take you to your limit, no holds barred at Backlash, and Gunther said, I'm gonna tear you down. They kept it professional, even though Gunther, you know, he had to be a slime ball and kind of push Pat around a little bit. Adam Pearce stayed in the ring and said, hey, keep it freaking professional. So they didn't brawl. Definitely was a heated exchange of words. And we got our main event of the show, bro. Seth Rollins, the ultimate manipulator, Paul Heyman, got him this match one-on-one with the world champion, Jey Uso. Insane. I couldn't believe we were getting a world championship defense in the main event. But yeah, this was such a heck of an episode. Why not, dude? Cap it off with a world title defense. Great match between the two. Up until it started getting controversial. Braun Breaker started getting involved multiple times, so Sami Zayn's like, nah, screw this. I'm running out. I'm going to be a pain in the side of Seth and Braun. So he tried to take out Braun. Didn't really work out. He gets speared by Braun, and we all thought, I swear to you, we all thought Seth was about to take that title off of Jey. Okay, didn't happen. CM Punk makes a little return with a steel chair, taking out Braun Breaker and backing up Jey Uso, backing up Sami Zayn, and just freaking showing this group who's boss. Like, Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker just think they could do whatever they want. Nah, we got some revolters over here. CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso. Better watch the frick out. Come on, Seth. Watch out, Seth. You ain't gonna take care of business on Raw. You ain't gonna take over Raw. Not happening on these guys to watch. Great ending to the show. Oh my God. Punk's return, Sami's return, Jey retaining the title by disqualification, but yeah, still. That was Monday Night Raw from Omaha, Nebraska. Solid episode of Raw. That's why I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. I enjoyed the snot out of this episode. I thought it entertains me the entire time, bro. Raw on Netflix is so good. My favorite match was Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins. My favorite moment was easily the CM Punk return. It had to have been, bro. Definitely got the biggest pop out of me the entire night. What do you guys say we jump into the 3-hour episode of Smackdown? Dayton, Ohio just hosted Friday Night Smackdown, and we're gonna talk about it, baby. Opening up the show with a big tag team match, so LA Knight and Damian Priest had to somehow put their differences aside and team up to face the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. LA Knight and Damian Priest barely got along, but it did lead to LA Knight hitting the BFT on Solo Sikoa. After the match, it would break down between LA Knight and Damian Priest, and then Jacob Fatu would get involved and get the upper hand on both of them, hold up the US title, and then 3, 2, 1, boom! Claymore by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre getting the last laugh on Jacob Fatu. He would hold up the US title, just sending a big message before the Fatal 4-Way tonight, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, so Selena Vega needed to find a tag team partner to go up against Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Who did Selena Vega find? Alexa Bliss, who would make another return, because she kind of already returned at the Royal Rumble, but she's making a secondary return here on SmackDown. Alexa looked great in this match. She'd hit the Sister Abigail, man, still selling the Bray Wyatt gimmick, which I'm fine with. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I'm fine with it. She'd hit the Sister Abigail on Chelsea Green and pin her 1, 2, 3. Thought just for a second possibly Alexa Bliss could actually turn on Selena Vega, but she did not. Selena Vega and Alexa Bliss beat Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Charlotte Flair has finally had enough of the disrespect. She started geeking out, bro. She was like, crowd, you know what, Dayton, Ohio, I'm out. She literally left as she was walking away. Jade Cargill's music hit because Jade had a match up next. Had a little face-to-face with Charlotte and said, Charlotte, get to the back of the line. You're over. You lost at WrestleMania. I'm up next. So disrespecting Charlotte. Charlotte would later be confronted by Alexa backstage. She wanted to talk, so that was kind of interesting. Then we would jump right into our #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship, that being Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax. And can anyone tell me why Nia Jax won this match? Like, are you kidding me? How many title opportunities is Nia Jax gonna get, bro? This one totally should have went to Jade if it wasn't for Naomi, bro. So Tiffany Stratton was watching this match on ringside. Tiffany Stratton would be attacked by Naomi. That distracted Jade because Jade's kind of obsessed with Naomi, and then Jade would lose. I'm like, why are they doing this? Why does Nia need another title match? Did Fraxium just take advantage of injured Street Profits? So yeah, the Street Profits were out talking about their TLC match, saying it's the best tag team TLC match of all time. Have you watched WrestleMania 17 and 18? You must not have, because those are the best TLC matches I've personally ever seen. Yes, their match was really good on SmackDown, but it doesn't compare. It really doesn't compare. Sorry, Street Profits. But they were talking about their championship victory, as they should. They did amazing. And then Fraxium interrupts, and they were bold about it. We want a title match. Easy as that. We want a title match. We've been winning matches. Let's do it. They didn't get a title match, but they did just get a regular tag match, and they picked up the victory, bro. They were trying to sell the entire match that the Street Profits were injured, and they were in rough shape. Pinned Montez Ford 1, 2, 3, and yeah, Fraxium wins the match. So this is 100% gonna set up for a tag team title match here in the future. 100%. Later backstage, Fraxium would be attacked along with MCMG by stupid DIY, bro. DIY, get to the back of the line. I was actually so excited for this match. Carmelo Hayes versus the returning Aleister Black one-on-one. The match was good, but the ending was a little interesting. So Carmelo Hayes is going to get rolled up. Aleister Black 1, 2, 3. Immediately after, Miz rushes the ring, looks to get a little cheap shot in on Aleister Black, but he meets another Black Mass. So yeah, that's 2 Black Masses now to the Miz, and I would say it's about damn time that the Miz asks for a matchup against Aleister Black. He needs a couple receipts to give to Black. Yeah, so earlier in the show, Rey Fenix was attacked backstage by Legado del Fantasma, so they set up a tag team match, baby. It was Los Garza, Angel, and Bretto versus Rey Fenix and Andrade, 2-on-2 tag team action, and the winners of this match, I swear to you, would have been Los Garza if it wasn't for Santos Escobar. Santos got on the apron and distracted at the wrong time. He distracted the referee. Bretto literally had the pinfall. He had it in the bag. Then the tides would turn. Andrade would turn it around and then hit Bretto with his finishing move. Bretto gets pinned. Andrade and Rey Fenix win. After the match, Los Garza are pissed with Santos, and Bretto pushes Santos's arm away and exits the ring. So I'm thinking it's about time that Los Garza turn on Santos, bro. Come on. And it was our final segment of the show, if you will. John Cena, the 17-time world champion, making his last appearance in Dayton, Ohio, talking about his matchup against Randy Orton, and he said he's gonna ruin all of our childhoods. I was like, what the heck? So he was basically just bashing Randy Orton the entire time. And whoever threw the empty beer bottle at John Cena, screw you. Are you kidding me? That man deserves all of our respect. How dare you throw that beer bottle at him? What the heck? Nearing the end of this promo, John Cena would get snuck attacked by a fake Randy Orton, just some random guy disguised as Randy Orton, and then the real Randy Orton, who John Cena literally said was not there, would enter the ring and then hit a real RKO on John Cena. So very similar to what we saw a couple weeks back where Randy hits the RKO on Cena. So a little repetitive here, but this time the only difference being that we saw a fake Randy Orton enter the ring, which I found really odd. That was SmackDown from Dayton, Ohio. Overall, pretty solid episode of SmackDown. Lot of action here on this show. Favorite match was Fraxium versus Street Profits. Favorite moment was probably the Alexa Bliss return. And ranking the entire show out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. That has been the week in review for Raw and SmackDown this past week. Enjoy Backlash tonight. I'm going to be reviewing the entire show tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Get us to 400,000 subs. Peace, guys. Brett out.